Assalamu alaikum, my dear friends. Welcome back in this video. This video will be on average. As we all know about this term average, we are all familiar with this term, but here we will discuss this term in a vastly. Clear? So first of all, let me give you the example, which is daily life example. For example, if I have some numbers, I am having some numbers. For example, I have 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5. Let us having these numbers. So these are the set of numbers in which we have 5 types of numbers. We have 5 numbers here. So now if anyone will tell me that you have to calculate the average of these numbers, I'm not giving any definition about this average. I'm just making you aware of this term average. I'm just giving example here. So my dear friends, if I have any given set 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 and anyone and further question is asking me that you have to calculate the average. You have to calculate the average. Then my dear friends, how can I calculate average? Remember this. I will first of all add these all numbers. That means I will do 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. Okay, my dear friends. Okay. And I will just divide these with the number of elements. How many elements I have here? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means I have total 5 elements. I will divide it with 5. Then I will get here some information. That means 2 plus 1 is 3 plus 3 is 6 plus 4 is 10 plus 5 is 15. This will be 15 over 5. This will be 15 over 5. So 5 into 1 and 5 into 2. That means I got my answer as 2. So average of this series is 2. Average of this series is 2. Is it clear? Average of this series is 2. Now let me take another example here so that it will become clear for you to analyze this statement. Now if I write here another example, just like I will plot here an example. If I have any other set, for example, I have 2 comma 4 comma 4 comma 8 comma and 1. I have this type of set, and the question wants me to calculate the average. So for the average I have to simply just add these statements. That means 2 plus 4 plus 8 plus 1. So by writing these statements, I have just divided with how many elements these are. That means 1, 2, 3 and 4. So I have to divide with 4. So I got my answer as 2 plus 4 is 6, and I have here 8. That will be 14. 14 and 1 is 15. That will be 15 over 4. That will be 15 over 4. You will get answer in some points. That means you will get some answer that will be in points. Clear? So this is simple. That is the concept of this average, but still I'm not telling you the basic definition of this average. I was just giving you examples, but now let me tell you about this average. Now for that, let me clear this screen. Okay, so now my dear friends, this is a really beautiful topic, this average. One thing about it is that the average is one of the easiest and important chapters in numerical and analytical aptitude. Note this. And maybe from this chapter, generally 2 or 3 questions are asked in entrance examinations. This is one of the most important note here. From this chapter, generally 2 or 3 questions we ask from this chapter. Average. Clear? So Generally, if someone will ask us that what is the average, remember here this is average. We are doing this time average. We are this time doing average. So generally we can see that the average of a given set of numbers usually refers to the sum of given numbers divided by the total number of terms. I already showed you an example. Just like I will plot that example here again. For example, my dear friends, I am having set 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma and 4. Is it clear, my dear friends? Okay. So what is average? I will make you clear from this definition also. So I already told you the average of a given set. This is the given set. The average of the given set usually refers to sum of the given numbers. That means sum of the given numbers. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, clear, 3 plus 4 usually refers to sum of the given numbers divided by the total number of terms. That means how many terms I have? I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. I have 4 terms. So here I will do just simply 2 plus 1 is 3 plus 3 is 6 plus 4 is 10. That will be 10 over 4. You can just calculate it. You will get answer in points. Clear. So that is the concept of average. So this is all about the concept of average. So I can say that average is simply average of a given set, clear, average of a given set of numbers usually refers to the sum of the numbers and divided by the total number of the elements, or total number of the words, or total number of the numbers. Is it clear? Okay, so my dear friends, let me plot this definition here so that it will become easy for you to analyze this statement. Okay, so I will write here. Okay, my dear friends, so I just plotted this definition here, the definition of this average. So you can see here, I wrote here the average. This is average. I'm apologizing for this writing mistake. The average of a given set of numbers usually refers to the sum of given numbers divided by the total number of terms. That means if we have any given set, this is the given set. And what does the average mean of this given set? Average means that we have to add these all numbers, and then we have to divide it with only how many numbers we have. So here we have 1 2 3 4. That's why I divided these statements by 4. Then I got here 10 over 4. Is it clear, my friends? Okay, so this was the suitable definition of this average, but we can see that this is the definition 1. This is definition 1. Note this is definition 1. What I mean to say, I mean that we have also another definition for this average. Is it clear? We have also another definition of this average. I will tell you that later also, but you should have to remember this thing, that this is the first definition. This is first definition of average. Now let me come to the point. For example, my dear friends, if I have now n numbers, let us say I have n numbers. Remember this. I have, my dear friends, n numbers. So for that, what can I do now? How can I calculate average for these numbers? These are n numbers, means here I have so many types, so many numbers I have. Here you can see I have only 1 2 3 4 numbers I have. I could have 5 6 7 8 9 10 up to 100, up to 200, up to 300. But here I have n numbers. It could be a large set of numbers. So for that, how can I calculate the average? For example, my dear friends, I will just simply I will just make you understandable this. Let us consider I have the elements, various types of elements. For example, I have x1, one number I have x1, plus I have second number x2. Or let me make it more clear. For example, my dear friends, if I have here a set which contains the elements, for example, it is having x1, you can just say these are numbers, but unknown numbers which are not known to us. These are unknown numbers. I'm just giving the general example. I have x1, I have x2, clear? I have x2, and my dear friends, I have x3. I have here x3. I have x3, clear? So on, means I have various types of numbers till xn. Is it clear? Till xn. Xn means this is the last number which we don't know really what number is this. Is it clear? And someone is asking me that how can we calculate the average for these numbers? Then it is really simple, my dear friends, to calculate the average in this case. What will be the average in this case? So average will be equal to, I will write in shortcut AV, means average. Average will be equal to sum of these numbers x1, x2, x3 up to so on xn. So I will just add these numbers. That means I will get x1 here, x1 plus I will get here x2. Similarly, my dear friends, I will get here plus x3. Is it clear, my dear friends? And so on, plus the last term, which is xn. Is it clear? Xn whole divided by how many terms these are? Obviously, these are n terms. These are n numbers. These are n numbers. So divided by n. So this will be the formula for calculating average, of n numbers. Is it clear, my dear friends? This will be the formula for calculating average of n numbers. That means if we have any type of this set, if you have a set which contains 100 elements, then the formula will be first element plus second element plus third element plus 100th element whole divided by this. Total number of the elements or terms, that is n. Is it clear? So this was the formula for in general how can we calculate the average for n numbers. Okay, my dear friends, now I just want to plot here the another definition, which is the another definition of this average. So if I want to plot that definition here, I will plot that definition here. You can see here the difference between this definition and that definition. So I just plot this definition here. You can see the average of given observations. Average of given observations in mathematically. This is, you can see this is the mathematical definition. This is a mathematical definition, M-A-T-H-E, mathematical definition. This is mathematical definition. Clear, my dear friends? So this is simply a mathematical definition. So you can see here, this was simply the English definition. This is now mathematical definition. What it says about the average, that means in mathematics, observations here means, observations means numbers. Note this, observations here, you can see observations, you have written here observations. Observations means numbers. Simply observations means numbers. Remember this, observations means numbers. Clear, friends? So average of given numbers, again, if we have given numbers, example 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4, and what I mean the average by this definition, average of the given numbers, because observations means numbers, average of given numbers is equal to sum of all observations means sum of all numbers. That means 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. That means here 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. Okay, my dear friends, whole divided by, this is division here, this slash divided by number of observations. That means number of numbers. How many numbers I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I will just give here 4. By this, you can just calculate the average of these numbers. So this is the first definition of average, you can see, and this one is the second definition of average. Is it clear, my dear friends? So I think now here's There's no chance of confusion. I think because these are the simple type of definitions I gave you about the average topic. Now there are also some questions written on the book. I just want to plot these questions here also, but as this was the first topic, first video on this average, so I think it's enough for you everyone. So if you are able to understand these topics more easily than than any other channel, you can say, then please hit the like button in this YouTube section. And for more updates, for more videos, you can simply just subscribe this channel so that you will get a notification. We don't need more subscribers for just making our YouTube channel more to be modified, but we need it for you, because we need that every student in especially Jammu and Kashmir would get a knowledge which is very very beneficial for them. So for that you have to just subscribe this channel, then you will get a lot of knowledge here of the basics mathematics, which is very important in day-to-day life. Let's wait for another video, my dear friends. Till then, take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.